Okay, on tonight's Delving with the Debug, we're going to go into a thing called just frames. So something that is usually needed, very important for your game. What a just frame is when you just get enough super bar on the impact of the second move. In most cases, 5B, B, that one. Then you can cancel into super, but there are specifics behind it. So, that's an example. You notice how Iruka's bar was not full until the second jab hit. It's a lot trickier than people might think, and the whole concept behind it, I'm going to go into Moat here. I've actually broken down every character already. You can see them in the description. So I'm going to walk you through what I have here for Iruka. Whoops. Okay, you notice how that didn't build full bar. That wouldn't have canceled. And here I've already pressed X, which normally would have canceled into a super very early. It's very lenient when you already have the meter. But the way the game works is if you do not have full meter, it will essentially drop your X input. Meaning, let me go ahead and, well, let me get to a point where it'll fill. Okay. So, right here, the next hit will fill. So my list down below has every character, in this case Iruka, with a number 4 next to him, which is the number of hits before you do BB in order to get a full bar and therefore cancel. The next number is 19 to 22. And what that means is frame 19, as you can see, is the impact frame. So, if you'll also notice, my chakra bar is still not full. So, the 19 to 22, just to break it down, is the duration of the move. So, 19, 20, 21, 22. It's a 4-frame hitbox. That's actually why I chose Iruka to demonstrate this. This is one of the widest ranges. It's a 4-frame window. And what that means is, if I press X on this frame, 19, it will not cancel. Anything before it will not cancel. Frame 20, right there, you notice that my super bar is now full. So in the numbers with Iruka below, the first one, 4, the number of hits he needs before BB will give him enough chakra for a just frame. 19 to 22 is the duration of the second B. And the third number, 20 to 23, being 20 right here, are frames you can press X on, and it will execute the combo super. And as an example, you see it's on the same frame, essentially 24. And what's interesting about that, let me turn on hitboxes, okay? So, 19, 20, 21, 22, active frames. 23 is the frame that it essentially cancels, as you've already seen. So, what that means is 23, now I've pressed X. It still goes into it. What this means is the duration of your super cancel move, you cannot hit the super on the frame of or before the first impact frame, essentially. But you can hit it on the second active frame until 1 frame after the duration of the hitbox ends, and it will get you your just frame cancel. So that's the general concept of a just frame. I've broken down everybody with different forms, different specific moves. I think I've got them all. If I've missed any, let me know in the comments, and I'll be sure to go back and get the specific data on them. But another thing here, and it's going to be, it's hard to see without the inputs, but let me tell you what I'm doing here. BB, and then mashing X. You notice it didn't quite make it, but sometimes you can actually, and I actually have more trouble doing this than just hitting it, you can actually double tap, and it should give you a little more of a chance to hit that window. But the big key point is, in Iruka's case, it's a 4-frame window, so it's easy. The smallest windows are 2 frames. Looking here, so you know, you have everything broken down for everybody, but like Chouji, Gaara, Guy, Hinata, Awakened Hinata, Ino, Jiraiya, they're all 2-frame windows. So it's very precise, it's very specific. The interesting thing is Kisame, which most people think is a pretty decently easy window, is a 2-frame window because it just, I guess it looks like it should. But that's the basic concept of just frames.